What's the soup, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have something a little bit different than normal. I kind of just wanted to do this check-in and talk to you guys in a more like you and me level. Give you an update on where I am in my life, what it's been like doing YouTube for as long as I've been doing it. Let's just get into it. For starters, I want to thank absolutely every single one of you who subscribed. As of filming this video, I have 338 subscribers, which is fucking awesome. It's great. I really can't thank you guys enough for like being interested in what I have to say and just coming back and watching my videos and shorts. I really started doing this just out of the love of watching YouTube and consuming YouTube. Also at the same time wanting to have my voice out there. And I never thought that it would take off as fast as it did. And I know for a lot of people 338 subscribers might be not a lot, but to me it's awesome, and I read every single comment that you guys leave. I love talking to a lot of you. A lot of you have shared a lot of stuff about your life and just opened up to this like interaction between you guys and me. It doesn't go unnoticed. I really do like talking to you guys and reading your comments and learning a little bit about everyone who's watching. I want to start by that. Thank you to every single one of you who's watching, and I can't wait to keep sharing more of this journey with you guys as I continue to grow and as I continue to keep uploading videos. Now I kind of just wanted to talk about the channel and what my experience has been with it, doing it for 6 months. I decided to start doing YouTube again this year, and it's been 6 months since I started. Well, a little bit under. I started YouTube again on April 9th, I think. I'm not totally sure. I'd have to double check. And it's October 2nd. So it's been a while. It's been like 6 months. And realistically speaking, it's been freaking awesome. Been freaking sweet. I feel like it's kind of like daunting because every time I film a video, it's just me experimenting with what I can and can't do or what's interesting to you guys. But above all, it's just a great way to express myself. And again, I've found it incredibly rewarding to just be able to put my stuff out there and have you guys check it out. And hopefully it gives you half as much pleasure as it did me when I was making it or coming up with it. So yeah, 6 months. Kind of crazy. I didn't really have a set goal when I came back to YouTube. As many of you know, I started doing YouTube. I think I put up 9 YouTube videos like 2 years ago. And I kind of had to drop it because life got kind of busy and there was just a lot of change in that year. And I think that doing YouTube and having it piggyback off of like my regular life was just a bit overwhelming. And now life seems to just have found its strut. And thanks to life finding its strut, I've found a way to do this YouTube, which I'm super passionate about and I super very much like. I know my consistency has been here and there when it comes to upload schedule. There's been months where I upload every week, months where I upload every other week, and I think that's the furthest it's gone. I think the most I've had between a video is 2 weeks. Maybe there was 1 month where I did a 3-week hiatus. That was just because I had like a lot of work and I had like 2 work trips, was moving around a lot, and just recording, uploading, and editing was going to be impossible. So yeah, but I think moving forward, I found my rhythm, and thanks to that, thanks to finding my rhythm, I think I'm more confident in finding consistency and a consistent upload schedule. Ideally, I want to be putting up a video every week for you guys. I have this huge list of future videos that I'm excited to share with you guys. I'm excited to film, edit, and put out. So there's a lot more coming. And yeah, I think that weekly is kind of what I want to aim for. And if not like every 10 days, I can promise that I will continue to be consistent. I will continue to put out videos with as much or even more effort as I've put out in the past. I think the greatest learning curve that I've had to put up with or that I've had to adapt to is editing. I'm someone who never really had to edit ever in my life before. In school, you realistically aren't familiarized with video editing software. So having to learn that from scratch, just like fiddling around with the computer, has been challenging but rewarding. Let's just put it that way. It's been an interesting process. But right now I'm editing on iMovie. I downloaded another software that's supposed to be more pro called DaVinci, I think. DaVinci Resolve. And I eventually want to get good at that. But right now I'm having a lot of fun editing on iMovie. I think the only time I ever used it before was like as a kid when my mom would let me borrow her laptop and I'd make home videos with my siblings. Actually, I have a really funny video that I made with my friends Pedro and Angel a while ago. It's called La Triste Historia de Ancho. It's super funny. I don't think I'll put it up. It's very personal, but that's the most experience I've ever had with iMovie or video editing. All that to say that that's been one of the greatest limitators as for me putting out content as much as I'd like to. I can tell you I am getting better, and every day, every video is hopefully coming through as a little bit better. But again, I have to say I do like it. You know, I feel like I'm getting my own voice in this whole editing game. So hopefully you like it and it's coming through. I think the thing that's easiest for me is the writing, the coming up with the idea. The writing process is just super enjoyable. That's something that I think everyone's had experience with at some point. It's kind of like writing an essay for school, but instead of the essay having to be about something that you're not that interested in, it can be about anything and everything that you find amusing or exciting. So it's really funny how in high school someone would tell you to write up a 3-page essay or a 2-page essay, and it would seem like an impossible task. And when I'm writing for my YouTube videos, time just flies by. It's honestly kind of insane and really cool. But yeah, I think that's the part I like the most about the video making process. And then obviously filming it. It's still a little daunting and a little intimidating talking to the camera and having like my personality come through. I think every time I get a little more comfortable, and hopefully it shows for you guys as well. I think the research part of a lot of these videos has been super fun too. Researching the weird sports video was super interesting and funny, just finding out about all these weird sports and then having to describe it and explain it to you guys. Having to go into the depths of what happened to LMFAO was super funny. I think that's a video that came out from me just having genuine curiosity to whatever happened to them. And then as I found out more and more, I was like, oh, wait, I think you guys would get as much of a laugh as I did from finding out whatever did happen to them. I know that these are more niche videos that not necessarily everyone's into, but I think that's the rhythm and the rhyme of this channel. There's no specific theme. It's just kind of whatever seems to grab my attention that week or that day. I think the thing that's most intimidating, or the thing that I've had the most trouble with, all the statistics that YouTube Studio throws your way, like retention. I know some of you and a lot of you do watch it till the end. I know a lot of people just click on it out of curiosity and drop and dip, and it's just been kind of like crazy to fiddle around with what's the best format or what's the best way to keep new viewers or new people who want to check this out engaged. Has been tricky while maintaining like my sense of humor and voice and vision. I'm not opposed to it, and I'm learning more every day, so hopefully that comes through, and hopefully I'll see a bump and you guys will have more entertaining videos as that progresses. And yeah, like I said, I have a bunch of new videos planned out. I bought this whiteboard in the back for a cool video that I'm currently working on. I think I'll film it either tomorrow or sometime this weekend because it's a little bit of an ambitious topic. It might flop and nobody might be as interested as I am for it, but for those of you who are, it's coming up. There's a new addition to the set, which is the whiteboard. Also, I want to shout out James Pumphrey from the Speed channel, that I got this idea from him. So respect to him and props to him, because I started watching his videos recently and I'm super into how he explains things. And a lot of it is, I think, through the whiteboard that I was like, oh, that's a great idea. I think I'll incorporate that into my storytelling and video making journey. Now, I kind of just wanted to talk a little bit about where I'm at in life and what's been going on with me. I'm turning 30 next month. Freaking nuts. 30, the third floor. I've been 20 for the last decade, so that changing is nerve-wracking. But I'm honestly super excited for my 30s too, so that's fun. This year has been amazing in a lot of ways. I think that it has been a year of immense change, but also not a lot of change. It's like internal, introspective change that I think I notice very much and has taken like a huge twist in my outlook on life and in my personal joy journey, which is like, I don't know, just leaps ahead of what it's been in the past. So I've been like super thankful for that. I've always been like very active and alive in my fitness journey. You know, I've been going to the gym now for like 4 years, pretty much regularly, 4 times a week. And that's been great. I feel like this year I've broken through a lot of plateaus, and I think I'll make some videos about that at some point, just like sharing a little bit of that passion, which is like fitness and going to the gym and just lifting. I know it might not be appealing to a lot of you, but just a fun little part of my life, or just like a substantial part of my life, honestly. This year I took up jujitsu, which has been really cool, and it's been like a small part of my life and of my personality. I like it for the release of stress, and it's a good way to just like supercharge your dopamine receptors. I'm super thankful for starting that this year. It's been like, I think a lot of us stop doing new things as we grow up, you know, like we grow up and then like we know what we like. And this year I've had a goal to start something new, just do something that I've never done before. So I decided to do jujitsu, and it's been cool. It's been great. It's been like, the translation is the gentle art, and that's kind of the philosophy I wanted to take when going into it, and not so much like as a martial art. And like, I know it's tethered or related to this like very macho, aggressive connotation in some circles, and I kind of wanted to avoid and steer clear of that. And joining it here in Mexico City has been super cool, because I think that culture isn't necessarily as prevalent. And yeah, again, nothing against the people who take it like competitively and like macho out over it. More power to you. But just for me, I wanted it more like as an activity and as a like a form of meditation. It's been good. I've had to like take a break the last month because I have this like weird pain in my shoulder, and I don't want to have to stop going to the gym and working out by getting hurt, but definitely going back as soon as I feel better. Also, like I said, going into my 30s, so preservation is taking full focus. I want to preserve and take care of myself. I don't know, I feel like the older you get, the more you think about your mortality. And I think approaching 30 is making me think about my mortality. I don't know why, and I shouldn't. It's 30 super young, or some of you might disagree, whatever. I've just decided to be like more intentional with what I do and how I do things. With that said, I also quit social media, which I talked a little about last video. This video, you should check it out if you haven't. I deleted my Instagram account. I noticed that it was just sucking up so much of my time and energy and dopamine, and I was addicted not only to the algorithm and the reels and just constantly being bombarded by brain rot, also with keeping up appearances and keeping up with the circus that is Instagram presence. And again, nothing like, if you're still on Instagram, nothing against it, and nothing if you like being present and checking in on your friends, because that's what I liked about Instagram in the first place. It's just, I think the departure from it being friend to friend to it being user to creator, that I didn't necessarily love, because I do like that on YouTube, for example. I don't watch my friends on YouTube. I watch a lot of other creators, and I love it in that context. But with Instagram specifically, I liked the interacting with my friends part of it. And when that kind of disappeared, my interest to staying on there disappeared as well. And yeah, again, going into my 30s also, I want to do more of this. I left this originally because it just got overbearing, but now I feel like I'm so much more organized, and life has just found its rhythm and its speed, and I found a way to perfectly like put this in. You'll be seeing a lot more of me on your YouTube page, hopefully. I want to build a YouTube page that I would ideally like to see, or that ideally I'd watch myself for my own entertainment. So I'm sure if I find it interesting, some of you will too. But yeah, this year wasn't all fun and games. This year wasn't all just sunshine and rainbows. While yeah, this year was predominantly good, and you know, everyone around me, I have great friends, great family, all these goals that I'm like excited to work towards, both in YouTube and in work and in my personal life. But something really sad did happen this year, and actually not too long ago, pretty recently, which is my childhood dog, Balto, passed away. And I think that kind of like put life into perspective a little bit. It was really hard, and it just like shows you like what you have to be grateful for in life and what's important. And yeah, it's been a year of immense growth. And while Balto did leave, I think he left behind a lot of lessons and a lot of great memories. But where my head's at right now is super positive and very much looking towards the future. Sorry if that part was maybe a little too much or I overshared, but yeah, I think right now my focus, like I said, is on growth, and growth in a lot of different sectors, right? So I want to continue on my health journey, right? I want to continue going to the gym. I want to continue with my jiu-jitsu journey. I want to continue growing in my work life. I work in a eyewear company called Aquila. For those of you who like eyewear, we're a independent eyewear company based out of LA. It's like very design forward, very cool. Chris, who's my boy, started it. Super cool guy. He doesn't like the spotlight, but super cool dude. If you like eyewear, sunglasses, glasses just to read or watch TV, check them out. They're super cool. Check us out, actually. That's kind of like where I'm at work. It's been super cool. I'm super grateful. I work with super cool people, with a bunch of my friends. It's just like a cool team of just like the most awesome people you'll ever freaking meet. And yeah, I'm thankful for that. So my head's in continuing to grow there in that field, in that aspect, continuing to grow with you guys and in YouTube. And I don't know what's next, you know, like as I continue to grow, there's like a lot of check marks that I'm excited to cross and that I'm excited to see come to fruition. And yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, like I said before, this is very much a video that's like a high five from me to you. And I hope you like this high five. Pew! Sharing a little bit of my world and what I like and my weird little short-term obsessions, and hopefully it resonates with some of you guys. I know we're all super eclectic, and you know, as I've started on this YouTube creator journey, there's been like a lot of videos on like pick a niche and choose your lane and, you know, like optimize your videos, which I think is something I want to steer clear of. I want this channel to be very intentional and very much me and you guys, and have this relationship go in that direction where I can share my life with you guys and you guys can enjoy it for what it is, which is eclectic. I think we're all a little bit eclectic in how we live our lives, you know? The last thing I'm chasing is like virality, or for this video to be like another Mr. Beast clone. I just kind of want to chop it up with you guys and talk and just chat a little bit, you know? I think I started getting into YouTube more than ever because of these kinds of videos and watching Drew Gooden's videos and Curtis Connor's videos and Danny Gonzalez videos. And now more recently, you know, I've started watching James on his channel Speed, which is freaking awesome. I don't know how I didn't discover him before, but he's super tight. He's super cool. And yes, that's kind of like the same thing and the same vibe that I kind of want you guys to experience through here. I have a super cool video that, like I said, I'm super excited for you to check out, hence the whiteboard. Also, subscribe. Do as the whiteboard says. It's like class, like math class. Do as the teacher says. But also, I want to try expanding on some things. You know, I feel like I've always also super been into like sketch comedy. So I've been like writing up all these different sketches with one of my best friends, with two of my best friends, actually, Dieguito and with Manola. If you guys are watching, shout out to you guys. And kind of want to make some of those sketches with them and share them with you. There's some have been super funny. So I kind of want to add that element into both my shorts and my long form content. I want to do a little bit of this sketch comedy that I'm obsessed with. I think I've made like 3 or 4 videos on sketch comedy alone. So dip my toe into that. Can't promise they'll be good from the start. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but I think they'll be good. There's stuff in there. And yeah, I mean, this is just the start. So thanks to everyone who's here early, and welcome for those of you who are new. If you're watching this way later down the line, hopefully things are cooler now and better than they were when you're watching this video. If you're watching this from the past, I don't know how you're doing that. A lot more to come. And I'll catch you on the next video, which, like I said, there'll be a whiteboard. Subscribe. Send this video to your local sock sniffer, to your neighborhood ice cream thief as well. Took me a lot of tries to say that correctly. And send this to like your 3rd grade PE teacher. Fuck it. Before I sign off, let me know if you like these videos, this type of video, the more like casual, not scripted, me just shooting the shit with you and chatting it up, or if you want to see more of the researched videos, blah, 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 share. What I'm saying is, please interact with me. I love hearing your feedback, and I love hearing what you have to say. Keep telling me, keep sharing stuff about your life too. I wanna keep meeting you guys and keep learning more stuff about you. And now finally, I'll sign off. Catch you on the next video. Peace.